Good morning. So I had a thought here on how to add some inventory to the housing market. Seems that a lot of people are concerned about how many investors are owning residential single-family homes. I can't find the exact stats, but it looks like about 16% of the home inventory is owned by investors at some level, and about 5% of those 14 million rental homes are owned by large investors like the Wall Street. So it is concerning that, we do want home ownership. The bottom line is we're not building enough houses. So that's the real problem with affordability. And it's also a good investment for investors to be making. So there is added demand there. But what if you added a carrot to investors to sell their homes? Investors do play a vital role in the housing market. They will buy up inventory that's distressed meaning that it needs a lot of work, it's beat up condition, a lot of times can't get a mortgage on it. They come in, they clean it up. They're kind of like the fish that clean up the tanks, right? They clean up all the distressed property, fix them up, make them livable. Oftentimes they hold them as rentals, other times they flip them and sell them. So we do need that component of the market as our housing stock ages. But what if we were to offer investors for a short period of time, say 2 or 3 years, no capital gains tax, right? Because they're actually penalized for selling their homes. They put in all the work, fix them up, clean them up, they get it rented. Then they're taxed at a 20% capital gains for long term. They're taxed at normal income bracket if they flip them. So they're actually penalized for selling these properties back onto the open market. So what if we were to just reduce that capital gains tax, just no capital gains tax for investors for 2 years or 3 years? The reason I say 2 or 3 years is you want an end to it so it doesn't become another investment strategy to do a tax-free thing. What it would do is create an incentive to unload their properties without being penalized. So along with that, so you give them 2 years. 1 year, they got to give notice to their renters. So it's going to take 12 months to even vacate the home. They're going to need another few months, let's say, or 6 months to fix up the house to get it ready for market. And then they got to close it out. So maybe 3 years. And then you put an end to it so it doesn't become a long-term investment strategy. But it does provide immediate relief to get some extra housing into the market. That would help home ownership. And I'm talking against my own strategy, right? I'm an investor, so why would I do that? So that's just a thought I had on how we could add some inventory by changing a little bit of the tax laws. The other strategy that could go along with that is create incentives for these institutional investors to add inventory rather than buy up existing inventory, build to rent or build to sell. Open up land for development, create some tax breaks for these investors to sell off their existing homes and go build additional inventory where it's desperately needed. So there are things that can be done rather than just pointing fingers and blame. Try to think a little creatively. Those were some thoughts I had, so I just wanted to share it on Sunday morning here. So if you got any thoughts, please add it to the comments and I will respond. Thank you.